We're doing another taste test video. This time we have cereal. We've got 5 different types. Things like Lucky Charms, Fruity Pebbles, Fruits, Stuffs. It's gonna be great.
Just a bunch of really sugary cereals.
Yeah. Can't go wrong.
No.
I'm super excited.
So, which one do you want to choose first, Isaiah? I'm up for whatever one you want.
Good morning. Because you can't go wrong.
With a good morning.
Exactly. Oh man. I really
well,
hope...
what can I say?
I hope it's awful, actually.
Why? Why would you hope to eat something awful?
Because...
this is just terrible. Why would you want to?
Because you don't package a beautiful, amazing product like this. You don't... With a terrible pun? I mean, that's just...
So they can't come up with a good pun. Who can?
Oh, there's good puns.
No, the whole thing about a pun is there are no good puns.
You might be right. You might be right. I'm not sure. I think in my English class, they told me that a pun is the lowest form of comedy. That it doesn't get much worse than a pun.
I thought slapstick was the lowest form of comedy.
I think pun is like, it's like wordplay, like, and I think it's in the same realm. Do you want some?
Sure.
You can have 5 nugs.
Woohoo! 5? That's one more than 4!
That is true. Oh, you also get some table nugs.
Oh well!
And then some more of those. Alright, guys.
Let's have a little bit of
So this is supposed to be a maple syrup.
Would you like a little bit
waffle.
of milk?
I do, actually. I prefer milk with my cereal. I'm not sure where you guys fit on the cereal spectrum. Nailed it. But I'm a milk guy. Strong preference, frankly. We were talking about perhaps yellow Gatorade and or water. Or other, I've heard maybe coffee? That's like a dual thing. You do it in the morning.
That sounds so disgusting. Coffee in and of itself is disgusting.
To me, this kind of smells like coffee.
That's actually really good.
Tastes a surprising amount. I don't eat a lot of waffles, so the food thought in my head is pancakes, but I know this is supposed to be waffles.
It actually tastes surprisingly like waffles.
It really does, actually. It's pretty decent. You're enjoying it, frankly.
I'm not frankly, I'm Matthew.
That's true. Frankly would be an odd name.
It would.
Frank, I feel like, just barely skirts by. And then Frank Lee, like Stan Lee, it just...
He could be Asian.
You know the first time I heard Stan Lee, as in like Stan Lee of Marvel, I was like, Stan Lee who? Like, I don't know. That legitimately happened. Because people are actually named Stanley, and not just Stan Lee. Yeah.
Not the full name, just the first name, Stan.
Alright, are we rating out of 5 or 10 or?
Let's rate out of 5.
Okay, thoughts?
Actually, I really like...
I would eat this.
Yeah, me too. I'd eat this every breakfast, if I had a choice.
Every breakfast?
Well, okay, every other breakfast.
Yeah, okay. Every like 3rd or 5th.
Yeah.
6th. It's a 6th breath. Those words. 6th.
6th breakfast.
Those, yeah. I don't know why. Consonants are hard.
Yeah.
So are vowels. Okay. So like a 4? 4.5?
4.
It's in every 6.
It's a solid 4.
Solid 4. Strong 4.
Yep.
It would make its mother proud with its 4.
Yep.
Excellent. What's next? Damn, you want my bowl. Thanks for that. Alright.
You're welcome.
What do you want to do? We've got Reese's Puffs. We've got...
I'm interested in the cinnamon fruity pebbles.
Let's do those. I didn't even realize that this is a thing we were doing.
Neither did I.
Cinnamon fruity pebbles.
That sounds so interesting.
I'm a fan of most fruity pebbles.
So am I.
Chocolate, solid. Rainbow, solid.
Yeah.
So cinnamon.
You can't go wrong with fruity pebbles.
Yeah. I will say, Rice Krispies are occasionally underwhelming though.
Yeah.
They're just kind of ricey.
Yeah.
Flavorless.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put something else in there. Kind of like Kix. You ever had Kix?
Yeah.
Miserable.
Yeah.
No one likes
Kix.
Thank you. My mom was buying Kix for a while.
Maybe put a little marshmallows in there.
Yeah,
little
something.
mini marshmallows. Come on, you need to put more sugar.
But that's so smart because
milk with a little bit of marshmallows.
Because cereals have marshmallows in them already. You
exactly.
I never did that, but I feel like
Or maybe just pour a little bit of sugar on top of it.
I was definitely into that.
Flakes.
I was into the raw sugar thing.
Yeah, come on.
Or honey. Honey's good.
Honey is
Agave
good. Yeah.
nectar. That's
I never had that in the cereal.
It's basically just fancy honey. Don't tell anyone though.
Shh, it's a secret.
Yeah, the organic folks will get mad. It's basically just honey. Okay, we've got cinnamon. I was gonna say fruity pebbles, but they're just cinnamon pebbles.
It sounds interesting.
You know, thinking about this not as a cereal is a little bit worrying.
Yeah.
Just pebbles of cinnamon.
Yeah.
What do you think here? I need more milk. That's what I think.
I think I have enough milk. Just need to get them soaked in.
You have too much milk? You've got just about the right amount. You found the Goldilocks milk amount. Thoughts? It smells cinnamony.
It does smell cinnamony.
Is that an adjective? Cinnamony?
It is very, very loaded with cinnamon.
Yeah? Alright. I'm actually ready. I like cinnamon.
So am I. So do I.
It's like if you put Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a little grinder and just shot out these. Just tastes like cinnamon.
Yeah, but it really does just taste like cinnamon.
But like, people love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, this is just flakes of cinnamon.
Yeah. I mean, that might... It's got more substance in crunch.
Yeah.
Which texture is a viable thing, right?
It is. Texture is a viable thing, and if you like crunch, this is definitely a good cereal.
I would say most cereals offer good crunch.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the last cereal was very crunchy as well. Good things. So, impressed. Strong performance from Cinnamon Pebbles. I wish... This is what I wish. Because part of the cereal eating experience is drinking the milk.
Mm-hmm.
And my milk is still very white.
This is true. My milk is still very white, too.
I wish I got cinnamon milk afterwards.
Me too.
Because that would be part of the experience.
That is a bit depressing that there is no cinnamon milk.
So like 3.5 out of 5.
I'd have to agree. 3.5.
Because we want cinnamon milk.
Yeah, we want more substance in the milk.
That's half the cereal experience, is drinking the milk.
I have to agree.
I think, yeah. Alright.
What's the next one, Zay?
Oh, dude, I don't know. What is this Keebler dealio here?
That sounds very sugary.
With real mini chocolate chip cookies.
That sounds awesome.
Goodness gracious.
How can you go wrong with chocolate chip cookies?
What's that cereal with, like, the dog?
Cookie Crunch. Right?
I don't think so.
I'm just guessing.
That could be a thing. I don't know. I don't know my cereals as well as I should. Cookie Crisp, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But I know there's also a cereal made from, like, real cookie things.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
And I was pretty sold on that conceptually when it came out, like, a while ago.
Come on, yeah. You're a kid. You want cookies. You want sugar.
I think...
Especially sugar for breakfast. Come on.
From a marketing point of view...
That was awesome.
Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. They're gonna sell.
Kids are like, oh, I get to eat cookies for breakfast?
Yeah. Where do I sign up?
I gave myself too much, so I'm giving you too much, so that we can both have...
Too much.
Too much.
Not too little, too much.
I think we should also mention the back of this box. It's got a real nice cookie factory thing going on. I think we should also mention the back of the box is important.
Yeah, it is. I mean...
Go ahead, yeah.
Sometimes there's even games on the back of the box.
I will say games, some of my favorite cereal box backs. Top 3.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other 2 are, but I feel like that's about where it sits. We've got... There are some games here, but they're underwhelming. I would like a bigger emphasis on games, less on Cookie Factory pictures.
I have to agree.
For the people at Keebler, that's what the people want.
I agree. I think it's okay. I like the little cookie morsels.
Are there cookie morsels?
Mm-hmm.
I have all puffs. Can I see it? Oh, man. Oh, there's one. By the way, I did just eat that piece of cereal that fell on my lap. That happened. Oh, wow, this is doughy.
Mm-hmm.
Mine just dissolved instantly. I thought I had it. It's like you pick up something, like your hand full of water, and it just slips through your fingers, and it's gone.
That's very depressing.
It was so depressing. So, oh man.
That sounds very depressing. So, I think this is a fail for you.
Simply depressing cereal. It doesn't taste very good, and also these puffs here just kind of evaporate in your mouth. Like you want.
And without the little bit of cookies, this is a very lackluster cereal.
I agree.
I have to say, I'd say 3.5 out of 5.
There was a hidden cookie morsel, I think.
There you go. I mean, that should make you happier. It's still not good, but that should make you happier.
Not even sure how I feel about the morsel, frankly. Because it contrasts so much to
with
the actual puff.
cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, I want either just puffs or just cookies.
I think the cereal is just terrible, and the cookie morsels are what save it from being a terrible cereal.
But we can't be too rude. Cereals have feelings too.
Yeah, this is true. I'm sorry, cereal.
2 out of 5. 2 out of 5.
3 for me. I have to go 3. You're right.
Although, something interesting happens when you have the milk in your mouth. You bite into the puff chunks. That's what they're called now. And then the water in your mouth seeps into the puff chunk and it dissolves. That's an okay experience. So, 2.2 out of 5. We've got 2 left. We've got a Lucky Charms.
Well, our Reese's Puffs.
And Reese's Puffs.
I mean, I love peanut butter, and that's one of my favorite candies of all time. So
the last cereal this one looked remarkably like Reese's Puffs.
Yeah, but it was depressing.
Didn't deliver.
It was just depressing.
So let's try it. It has no high fructose corn syrup and no colors from artificial sources. I gotta doubt that. If I'm being frank with you.
Yeah, it probably is lying a little bit.
Because this cereal is based off of
Reese's peanut butter cups,
which is an artificial flavored candy thing.
Yeah.
Right? So you would think. By the way, shout out to Box Tops, the OG of I don't know, something. I think we need to figure out a better solution about these plastic things. Not sold on the plastic things.
You just want to open up the box and have the cereal right there so you can
sealed.
pour. Come on, yeah. You do realize that makes it so it doesn't get stale, right?
I'm gonna empty this one with extra frustration. All right.
You emptied it.
That wasn't the adjective. That's a verb. Okay. Nailed it. So
of course you nailed it.
This is gonna be. I'm gonna pour it everywhere, just to prep.
Awesome!
Oh, actually, surprisingly good funneling done by the lackluster plastic. 2 out of 10 for the funneling. But that's not the cereal. We haven't. Oh, that's the back. How does the back look on this one? What do we got? A wolf driving a car with a rabbit and a monster duck.
Tricks, Cocoa Crisp, and then
the bird.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I like him. We should bring him back. And Chester Cheeto. Where are they been?
I totally missed that.
Bring them out of retirement.
That tasted like peanut butter.
Okay.
That tasted like chocolate.
Really? So there's 2 different puffs here.
Yes.
That's important.
2 different puffs. You have the peanut butter puff, and then you have the chocolate puff.
I'm going to try to get equal ratios. Peanut butter. We've got 4 of each. I dropped one.
I just did that, like, not even a minute ago.
Cereal's hard. Life is hard. That's what you should get out of this. Life is hard. So, it's okay. I'm not sure I'm in love with the flavor that it leaves in your mouth after you've had a bite. You know? It's like peanut butter.
And if you love peanut butter, that's perfect.
But it's like a peanut butter that wasn't welcome.
Okay.
It's like, I'm hitchhiking here on the peanut butter. I'm a hitchhiker peanut butter. You know? Maybe you don't. That's cool too.
I like it. But I love Reese's peanut butter cups, so.
I think texture beats out cookies. Everything beats out cookies. Cookies was a little bit sad.
It was.
You need more cookies. You don't pour out a bowl of Trix and you're like, where's the cool marshmallow things? Because they're there all the time.
It was kind of overhyped because it's like you're thinking Keebler the Keebler cookies because those are good, and then
you can't go wrong.
Yeah, and then the cereal's like not that great.
But also it says on the front of the box, real cookies.
Yeah,
and you get like two.
Yeah, those little bits. They were like yay big.
If I knew how to sue people for false advertising, I would never work again. But that sounds frankly like a lot of work. I might have just thrown, that's definitely a cookie chunk that's been on the table that I threw in the bowl. I'm done with this one.
So am I.
Pretty okay. I mean, they're Reese's Puffs, right?
Yeah. It looks like if
peanut
you let
butter
it sit,
chocolate flavor.
It looks like if you let it sit for
we
a while.
We are getting a little bit of colored milk.
Yeah.
So
if you let it sit for a little bit longer, you probably will get that nice peanut butter flavor in there.
That's important. Calories, we're only at 120 per 3 cup serving. That's not much. 3/4 cups?
No.
I said 3 cups. It's a 3/4 cup serving. 3 cups, 120 calories is frankly absurd. I would eat that all the time if I could find something that had that few calories.
Watching your weight, huh?
I mean, shouldn't we all, right? I don't know. Maybe
I think just eating healthy is good enough.
Yeah, but what does that mean? We're not going to get into that, but
sounds like a very long and complicated answer. Let's not go into that.
People are like, people pretend that it's two-dimensional and it's not. They're like, that is healthy, that is not. And it's like,
how can you tell me that is healthy? That other thing is not.
Like,
okay, if it's sugar, yes. Okay, that's not healthy, but well, that's a whole nother debate. So let's just move on to the Lucky Charms chocolate.
Here we are. Shout out to the people who want $5 for Frosted Flakes flavors. Get out of here. No one wants them.
That's just absurd. $5 for a box of cereal.
Cereal in general, overpriced.
Yeah, it is.
Go to Winco.
Yep.
We are not sponsored, but go to Winco.
Yeah. Maybe you might get sponsored from that.
Exactly, right? That's how you get sponsored, right?
Exactly.
That's how those things happen.
This is how it works, right?
You just say, I like things, and the things that you like, you're like, we like you. And
yeah, come on.
And the world's just a better place.
How can you go wrong with that?
Chocolate Lucky Charms with mixed up marshmallows. Taste the rainbow. That's Skittles. Here we are. Oh, Trix have marshmallows. What did I...
No, Trix don't have marshmallows.
Lucky Charms have marshmallows. Check that out. Nope. No marshmallows in Trix. So when I was referring to marshmallows earlier, Lucky Charms.
Yes, Lucky Charms. There is a marshmallows Trix, and I believe we're doing that in a later taste test.
Look forward to that. I thought I was the milk guy. I'm fine.
You're the milkman?
I think that would be an interesting thing to be.
It might.
You know, Canadians get their milk in bags.
What?
Yeah, they're just like, over cartons. I do bags. First of all, always a fan of marshmallows and cereal. They look great. They're colorful.
It's turning the milk.
Milk's turning brown already.
Yeah, chocolate.
And they're cool shapes, even in the cereal chunks. What shapes are these? Can you tell?
There's shooting stars, there's hearts, there's half moons.
Mine all just kind of look like broken Jesus fish. But apparently there's all sorts of shapes.
I think we forgot to rate the Reese's Peanut Butter Puff cereal.
You're right.
So,
3 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
And we're back. So, I guess the idea on the back of this box here is that every marshmallow is representative of a funny-looking character.
That would be interesting. Actually, that is interesting. I think he's right.
Look at that.
There's the characters on the back.
I will say, had I not seen the characters, I would have not have guessed from the marshmallow shapes.
I mean, there's one of the shapes.
This looks kind of like a heart, or maybe a steak. This is definitely a 4-leaf clover hat, and that's definitely a rainbow.
This is definitely a shooting star.
I think I was wrong about the characters. These are just different marshmallow shapes.
Who cares? It's good.
Brings us to our next question. How good is it?
Definitely the best cereal as of yet.
I just feel like you can't go wrong with marshmallows.
I
feel like
just-
every person should put marshmallows.
I happen to agree.
And
The
these
marshmallows just brighten up the cereal.
And these aren't regular marshmallows. These are dehydrated marshmallows
So
that fall in love with the milk.
Yeah.
And they have a beautiful child harmony
That-
called Good Eats.
yes, definitely my favorite of the
I'm sold on this. I'm sure it's terrible for us.
oh god, it's probably the worst one out of the bunch, but you know what?
But that's
It
why
tastes
we
good.
enjoy it the most.
Yep.
Right? There's an inverse relationship. Getting all sciencey on you. Alright. I had enough. 7 out of 10.
It's 1 out of 5.
It's only 1 out of 5? How did you know? I was the one that ate it.
I have to go a solid 5. For
Solid
that
5? 5 out of 5? Your milk is very brown. I'm not mixing well enough with my milk. It's just a flaccid brown. Is that a word that can describe brown? Maybe not.
It's a very unhappy brown.
Milk toast. There's the word. That's an actual word. Did you know that? It's spelled with a Q-U-E instead of a K. It's a good word. Lock that one in.
All these goofy hijinks.
Is that a word?
Yes.
I need to know more words.
Words are your friend, people.
Alright,
I
guys.
swear.
Thanks for watching Matthew and I eat a bunch of cereal, spill milk all over the table, and come back next time. Make sure to like, view, subscribe, do your whole thing.
Yep.
And
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.